Yo, what is going on YouTube? So NBA Youngboy just dropped a bunch of new songs and I figured that in today's video we're gonna make a beat like that. The new Youngboy songs are very soulful, so that is going to be our theme today. Now let's get straight into the video. Alright, so first off I have this loop that I'm going to break down. This is what it sounds like. This beat is going to be insane, man. Alright, so first off I started off with these keys. I used this Scarby Mark 1 Rouge and I used this stretch tune preset, and this is what the pattern sounds like. So I played these out on the keys and I used the blues scale, and that is honestly a major cheat code for these NBA Youngboy type of melodies. And how you can get the blues scale is first off go over here, go to view, scale highlighting, go down until you find other blues. Then select that and then just select whichever key your melody is in. And now you got the blues scale over here. And as you can see, it's a bit different than the normal major or minor scale. By following this scale, you can do all these bluesy type of melodies that NBA Youngboy loves. And we have some basic chords over here. First off, we have this D sharp minor that plays 2 times. This is not a basic D sharp minor. I don't know what this chord is called. I just played it on the piano and it sounded fire, so I decided to go with it. Then we have these little passing notes, and as you can see, some of these notes are not in scale, but that's okay because they are in the scale, in the minor scale, but at the end of the day it sounds good. So then I'm just following the scale and I move the root note down from D sharp to A sharp, so we go down 5 notes and at the end we go up 1 note. And this is honestly a pretty basic NBA Youngboy soulful type of chord progression. Then after I had the keys down, I layered the keys with this pad. And this is from Finalizing. I use the soft pad 1, and this is a little bit of a more basic MIDI, and I just copied this part over and over like this. And this pad is just on the background to fill up some space. Really good sounding. I love to use this pad out of Finalizing. And yeah, by the way, for effects on the Rouge, first off I have some Valhalla vintage verb. I turned the mix to around 25, turned the low cut all the way up. Then we have this Echo Boy, and I use the analog chorus preset. I love to use this preset on my pianos, Rhodes and stuff like that. Then we have some basic delay. I didn't touch any of these knobs, just turned the mix down to 40%. Then we have this tape mellify, basically just a tape effect to make your whatever sound more like tapey, analogy and stuff like that. Then we have this basic EQ to cut out the low end and make the sample overall less muddy. So next off I have these strings that come in over here on the sample, and these are very basic notes. I just followed the scale. As you can see, I just layered them like this. So I knocked it down. I don't have no formula when it comes to these string melodies. I just do what sounds good, and you just gotta follow the scale and mess around. But this is what sounded good for me. And yeah, these strings are from SRX strings plugin, and I use this preset right here. And for effects, we have once again some tape mellify, just to make the strings sound a bit more sample-like. Then we have some reverb and some EQ. Alright, next off is the bass, and this bass is once again from Contact. I use this Scarby Rickenbacker bass tight rocker preset, and this is the bass line that I created. So very soulful blues, kind of like bassline, and NBA Youngboy loves these kinds of bass lines on his songs. And as you can see, the reoccurring theme on this bass line are these notes over here. So this is kind of what the bass comes back to every once in a while. First off we have this, then this part, and then it just comes back to this part over and over again, and that sounds good because it's kind of like a call and response type of effect on the bass line. And other than that, we are just following the root notes of the chords. After I had the bass down, I added these keys, and these are from Contact. I used the Grand Door, and this is what they sound like. And yeah, as you can see, I'm just following the blues scale, and that is a cheat code if you're trying to make these NBA Youngboy soulful piano top line melodies. It's so easy to make these melodies when you have the blues scale. Try it out, I promise you it's going to be like so much easier. And for effects on the piano, we have some reverb and a basic delay, and I turned the mix level way down. Alright, this is what everything sounds like right now. And after I had all of those things down, I went to Splice and I took out a bunch of stuff, some guitars, drums and stuff like that. This is what those things sound like. Beautiful, man. And yeah, that's about it for the melody. Then I just added some wah guitars and some textures and effects from the AyeVaboo Rouge toolbox. This is what the finished melody sounds like. Alright, let's move on to the drums. Alright, so we're in a new project, and first off, what I always do is I will add my master preset, and you can find these from almost any of our kits, but this time from the AyeVaboo Rouge toolbox. And what I'm going to do next is I will level the melody so it's around -9 to -12 decibels. Right there is a good spot. Alright, let's start the drums off with a hi-hat. I like this hi-hat. Alright, so we're going to stick to very basic hi-hat patterns. I will just do a 2-step hi-hat pattern, and I will maybe add some notes if we have to, but we'll see. I will go with a basic spins. It's always good for these types of beats. Turn up the boost, and this 808 is going to hit hard. Let's add a counter snare. This one is always good. Hard, bro. Alright, so what I will do now is I will take these stems out from the sample so I can manipulate them however I want to. So that's the next step. Alright, so the beat is ready and I just kept it extremely simple. I didn't want to complicate any of these drums or the arrangement or any of that stuff. So what we have here is a intro, hook, verse, bridge, hook, verse, outro. So a very basic arrangement, very simple beat. To be honest, that's probably it for the beat. And yeah, if you like the video, like and subscribe, and I will play you the beat of course at the end of the video. And yeah, I'm leaving the army tomorrow, so if there is not going to be too many videos on the channel, it's because of that. I will be there from anywhere 6 to 12 months, so yeah, it sucks, but yeah, gotta do what I gotta do. It is what it is. And yeah, if you want the drums that I used in this video, the AyeVaboo Rouge toolbox is available right now at nitrodios.com. But yeah, without further ado, see you in the next video. Peace.